This is why your conversations aren't going anywhere. Hey, ever wonder why some conversations just fizzle out while others spark a connection that keeps you up all night? You're probably missing something crucial, but don't worry because today we're diving into the shibi questions that will make any woman talk nonstop. These aren't just random questions, oh no, they're carefully crafted to get inside her mind and heart. So, if you dare ready to become a conversational wizard, stick around because this is about to get real interesting. Now, let us get straight into it. The beauty of these questions lies in their simplicity, yet they are powerful enough to draw out deep emotions, spark joy, and even build a lasting connection. But don't take my word for it, try them out yourself, and you'll see how they turn a casual chat into something truly memorable. Let us break it down question by question. Question 1. What is that childhood memory that always makes you smile? This isn't just a question, it is a portal to her most cherished memories. When you ask about a childhood memory that makes her smile, you dare not just scratching the surface. You diving into the nostalgia pool where emotions run deep, and that is exactly where you want to be. Think about it. Childhood memories are powerful because they're tied to a time when life was simpler, purer, and often filled with moments of pure joy. When she starts talking about that one memory, the one that always brings a smile to her face, you'll notice her eyes light up. Her voice might soften, taking on a reflective tone as she reminisces about those moments that shaped her early years. Maybe it is the time she spent with her grandparents, playing in a park, or a family tradition that always made her feel special. Whatever it is more than just a memory, it is a piece of her heart, something deeply personal and meaningful. And here's the thing, when someone shares a cherished memory with you, they are opening up a part of themselves they don't that usually show to just anyone. They are inviting you into a place where they feel safe, happy, and loved. So pay attention to how she talks about it. Watch her expressions, listen to the emotions behind her words. This question isn't just about getting her to talk, creating a bond that's rooted in shared emotions and understanding. You'll see her smile widen as she talks, her eyes gleaming with that nostalgic light. And in that moment, you dare not just another person she is chatting with, you there's someone she is sharing a piece of her soul with. Quick question, what does a childhood memory that always makes you smile? Drop it in the comments. Question 2, what passion of yours do you feel the world needs to know about? Now that you warmed up with some nostalgia, it is time to dive into what really drives her. Everyone has something they're insanely passionate about, something that lights a fire inside them, but here does the secret: most people don't get asked about it. Or if they do, it does in a passing, superficial way. That's why this question is a game changer. When you ask someone about their passion, you're not just making small talk, you tapping into what makes them tick. And trust me, when you get someone talking about their passion, they'll light up in a way that is totally contagious. This question is all about giving her the stage to talk about what truly matters to her. Whether it is a cause she dedicated to, a hobby that fills her with joy, or a dream she is chasing, this is her moment to shine. You might hear her talk about how she is obsessed with photography, capturing the world through her lens, or maybe she is passionate about animal rights and spends her weekends volunteering at a shelter. Or perhaps she does into writing, pouring her thoughts into stories that she hopes will one day inspire others. Whatever it is, when she starts talking, you'll see a different side of her. There's something incredibly attractive about a person who's driven by their passions, which is willing to pour their heart and soul into something they believe in thine. And when you show genuine interest in that, you dare showing that you care about more than just surface level stuff, you care interested in what truly makes her who she is. And the best part? She'll feel seen, appreciated, and most importantly, valued. Because when someone listens to you talk about what you love, it's like they are validating a part of you that's deeply personal. It's an instant connection that goes beyond the usual chit-chat. So, listen carefully, ask follow-up questions, encourage her to share more. You'll learn a lot about her dreams, her values, and what motivates her to get out of bed every day. And in the process, you'll build a bond that is based on mutual respect and admiration. What is your passion that the world should know about? Let us share some inspiration below. Question 3. What is the bravest thing you have ever done? Alright, now we're getting to the core of things. Courage isn't something everyone talks about, but when they do, it is powerful. This question taps into her personal victories, the battles she has fought, and the resilience she's built. You'll hear stories that might surprise you, make you admire her even more, and deepen the bond you are creating. Because let us face it, everyone has a story of bravery, even if they don't realize it. Asking about the bravest thing she has ever done gives her the chance to share something that is likely very personal. Maybe it is a decision she made that changed the course of her life, or a moment when she stood up for what she believed in, even though it was hard. It could be as grand as moving to a new city alone, or as subtle as speaking up when it mattered most. But here does the thing: bravery comes in many forms. It is not always about facing down a life-threatening situation. Sometimes it is about taking a stand, making a tough choice, or simply being true to oneself. When she answers this question, she is revealing a part of her character that is strong, determined, and maybe even a little vulnerable. She does showing you the moments that tested her, that pushed her beyond her comfort zone. And that is where true connection happens. Because when you share your stories of courage, you are not just sharing what you did, you are sharing who you are. This question isn't that just about getting her to talk. It is about understanding her journey, seeing her strength, and appreciating the experiences that have shaped her. It is about showing that you dare interested in more than just her surface, her looks, her style, her job. You dare interested in the person she does become through the challenges she does face. And when she sees that you care about those deeper parts of her, she'll feel a sense of trust and comfort with you. She'll feel like she can be herself with all her strengths and flaws without fear of judgment. That is the kind of connection that lasts. So, take your time with this one. Let her tell her story. Ask thoughtful questions and show genuine empathy. You'll be amazed at how much closer you feel to her afterward. What is the bravest thing you have ever done? Share your story. We'd love to hear it. Question 4. If you could live a day in someone else's life, who would you be? This one is a game changer. It is like handing her a key to her own imagination. Who would she choose? What life intrigues her? This question isn't it just about curiosity. It is about understanding her desires, her admiration, and even the path she has considered but never taken. When you ask someone to imagine living another person's life for a day, you day inviting them to step out of their own world and into a fantasy. It is a way of asking, Ben, what do you value? What do you aspire to? What would you change about your own life, even if just for a day? Maybe she did choose to be a famous musician, living out her dream of performing in front of thousands. Or perhaps she'd pick a world leader to see what it is like to have so much influence and responsibility. Or she might choose something more personal, like being her grandmother for a day to experience life from another generation's perspective. Whatever her answer, it is going to give you insight into what she admires, what she's curious about, and maybe even what she wishes for herself. This question is like a mini adventure where both of you can explore new possibilities and dream a little. It is lighthearted, but also revealing. It shows you what she values in others and what she might secretly desire for herself. Plus, it is just fun to imagine living someone else's life for a day. It is like a mental vacation where the possibilities are endless. And when you share your own answer to this question, it turns into a two-way street of imagination and discovery. You both get to dream together, which can lead to some pretty interesting conversations. If you could live a day as someone else, who would it be? Let us get creative in the comments. Question 5. What makes you feel most alive? Alright, here's where we hit the sweet spot. What makes her feel alive? This isn't just about hobbies or interests. It is about those moments when her heart races, when life feels electric. Maybe it is dancing in the rain, or hitting that perfect note in a song, or even just a quiet moment with a book. Whatever it is, when she shares it with you, it is pure gold. Here is why this question is so powerful. It taps into the very essence of what it means to be alive. It's not about what she does to pass the time, it is about what makes her heart beat faster, what makes her feel truly present in the moment. Everyone has those experiences that make them feel like they are living life to the fullest. Maybe for her, it is traveling to a new city, exploring the unknown, and getting lost in the excitement of discovery. Or maybe it is something simpler, like spending time with loved ones where the conversation flows, the laughter is easy, and the worries melt away. When she talks about what makes her feel alive, she is sharing a part of her that is deeply personal, deeply human. She is telling you what drives her, what fills her with joy, what makes her feel like she is truly living. And when you listen, you are not just hearing words, you are feeling her energy, her passion, her zest for life. That is the kind of connection that is rare and special. So ask her this question and be ready to listen. You will learn about the moments that make her heart race, the experiences that fill her with joy, the things that make her feel most like that beach. And when you share your own experiences in return, you'll create a bond that's based on a shared understanding of what it means to truly live. What makes you feel most alive? Share your experience with us. Question 6. What is that compliment that you have never forgotten? Compliments, we all love them, but the ones that stick with us say a lot about who we are. When you ask her about a memorable compliment, you dare inviting her to share something personal, something that made her feel truly seen. It's like peeling back a layer and discovering a hidden gem. Compliments are powerful because they often touch on something we hold dear, something that validates our sense of self. When you ask someone about a compliment they've never forgotten, you dare asking them to recall a moment when they felt truly appreciated, truly valued. Maybe it was a compliment about her intelligence, something that made her feel recognized for her sharp mind. Or perhaps it was about her kindness, her ability to make others feel at ease. Or maybe it was something unexpected, something that caught her off guard and stuck with her ever since. Whatever it was, this compliment mattered to her. It made her feel seen in a way that left a lasting impression. And when she shares it with you, she's letting you into a part of her that's vulnerable, a part that craves recognition and appreciation. You go learn what she values in herself, what she is proud of, and what she wishes people noticed more often. This question isn't just about getting her to talk. It's about creating a moment of connection, a moment where you both acknowledge the power of words and the impact they can have. And when you listen to her story, when you genuinely appreciate the compliment that meant so much to her, you dare building a bond that's based on mutual respect and understanding. What's the best compliment you have ever received? Let us celebrate some positivity in the comments. Question 7. If you had a secret power, what would it be? Finally, let us wrap this up with a little bit of fun. Asking about a secret power taps into her playful side. It does a chance to dream, to get creative, and maybe even to reveal something she wishes she could change or influence. Whether it is flying, reading minds, or just having the perfect comeback for every situation, this question is all about letting her imagination run wild. This question is like a playground for the mind. It is not about reality, it's about fantasy, about exploring possibilities that go beyond the ordinary. Maybe she chooses the power to be invisible, to sneak around and discover things no one else can see. Or perhaps she'd want the ability to heal others, to bring comfort and relief wherever she goes. Or maybe she'd choose something more whimsical, like the power to talk to animals, to understand the secret lives of creatures big and small. Whatever her answer, it is going to be revealing. It shows what she values, what she's curious about, and what she'd change if she could. It is a lighthearted question, but it can lead to some surprisingly deep conversations. You might find out that she's got a playful side, a sense of humor that is a little mischievous, or maybe she's got a secret longing for something she feels is just out of reach. And when you share your own secret power, it turns the conversation into a fun, imaginative exchange where anything is possible. You not just talking anymore, you dreaming together, exploring new ideas, and having a little fun along the way. If you had a secret power, what would it be? Go wild with your answers in the comments.